Welcome to day 10 of our archetypal series. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath. Feel your body relax. Feel your mind relax. Just allow your awareness to go down inside your body. Just feeling the rest of the world kind of pull away. Noticing your thoughts, but not becoming entranced by them. Just allowing them to pull away as well. As you take a breath, notice your body, the sensations in your body. Just noticing. And then as you notice those sensations, just allow them to pull away as well. So it's just your awareness, just the essence of you. Just knowing that this time is just for you to connect, to be in this experience, whatever this experience is for you, whether it follows what I'm saying or not. And now allow your imagination to bring forth a magical door, or whatever that door looks like, whether it's a door that you recognize or something that's new. And as you move closer to that magical door, notice its size, its shape, what it's made of, its weight. Notice if there's any decoration on the door or in the door. And then notice the handle. Is it ornate or plain? Is it old or new? How does it feel to the touch? And then as you turn that handle and open the door, you notice the light that is on in this doorway. Noticing the color and the quality of this light. And as you step over the threshold and through this light, on the other side, you see all of these images of all of these archetypes that we've met in the last 9 sessions. Notice the time and space that you're in. Is it current time and space, or is it different? Maybe it's realistic, maybe it's fantastical. But the first one that you notice is the sage. And as the sage steps forward, Notice what it's like to be in the presence of the sage. With all that wisdom, all of that tenderness and kindness, all that willingness to mentor and advise. And as you're there with the sage, just speaking to the sage, what it feels like to be with you and all of these archetypes is and then moving your awareness into the sage, looking through the sage's eyes, sensing all that wisdom, and looking back at self. Sensing the intense love and care that the sage has for self. And then speaking for the sage back to self. What I want to show you today, self, is and then allow the sage to call forth the innocent child archetype. And still speaking to self from the sage, what I want you to remember about this facet of yourself is and as you remember these qualities of this innocent child, what I want you to know about you is and what this innocent child brings to you and your experience is and anything else that the sage wants to say about the innocent child, go ahead and speak it now. And then the sage calls forth the hero. Noticing what the hero looks like, the energy of the hero, courageous and bold, avenger, savior, advocate. And then speaking to self from the sage. Self, what I want you to remember about this hero facet of you is because when you are acting more from this part of you, then and anything else that wants to be spoken about the hero to self, go ahead and speak it now. And then the sage calls forth the risk taker. Noticing what the risk taker looks like, risk taker's energy. Noticing what it's like to be in the presence of the risk taker, who questions and breaks rules, who thinks outside the box, is interested in discovery and thrill of new experiences, who shifts paradigms and shows what's possible, isn't afraid of failure. And speaking from the sage to self, what I want you to know about this facet of you, the risk taker, is and the strengths that the risk taker brings to you when you're acting more from this place is And anything else that wants to be spoken about the risk taker, go ahead and speak it now. And then the sage calls forth the creator, the imaginative and inventive archetype, intensely motivated, and can manifest extraordinary, unique things. That's driven to express. And speaking from the sage to self, what I want you to know about this facet of you is and how this creator, what this creator brings to you, its power, its influence is and anything else that the sage wants to say about the creator. And then the sage calls forth the magician, this fantastical alchemist, the visionary, spiritual, sees beyond this physical world, is aligned with the laws of the universe. And speaking from the sage to self, what I want to tell you about this facet, this magician part of you, is and what the magician brings to you. Its real power when you're acting from this space is and anything else the sage wants to say about the magician. And then the sage calls forth the leader, is responsible and organized, influential, confident leader. A leader that's willing to take action, take responsibility, and be in control. And speaking from the sage to self, what I want you to know about this aspect of yourself is and the strengths that you gain by being and working through this facet of you are and then the sage calls forth the lover, the caregiver, who inspires love and passion, romance and commitment, who protects and cares for others, is nurturing and generous. And speaking to self about the caregiver, the lover, self, what I want you to know about this aspect of yourself and the strengths that this aspect brings to you is and anything else that the sage wants to speak about the lover or caregiver. Allow that to be spoken. And then lastly, the sage brings forth the jester, the comedian, the one that sees the world through humor and fun and irreverence, who creates some mischief and lots of laughter, who's able to cross boundaries of social acceptance, and who finds fun and entertainment in every moment. And speaking to self from the sage about the jester, the comedian, what I want you to know about this aspect of you and the strengths that this aspect brings when you act from this place is And still speaking from the sage back to self, what's really important for you to know about all of these aspects about yourself is and as you sense all of these archetypes within you and more, what I want you to remember is and anything else that the sage wants to speak to self, go ahead and speak it now. And then easily moving your awareness back into yourself, looking through your own eyes, listening through your own ears, sensing your own body, words, and emotions. And receiving the energy from the sage. And each one of these archetypes, the child, the hero, the risk taker, the magician, the leader, the creator, the lover, caregiver, the jester, and the sage. Receiving all of those energies as they come into your body, fill your body up, expand and express, each one having its own place, and each one interacting and intertwining with the others, all creating their own balance, all knowing exactly when to step up, each one guiding you in its own way. Feeling all of those energies in your body, no one more important than the other, all working together to give you an incredible balance. Not just balance between 2 things or 5 things, but 9 different components and maybe even more. Feeling what that feels like to have all of those attributes, all of those strengths inside you. Notice which one you have the closest relationship with. Which ones you are just now getting to know. Which ones you have a heavy respect for, and which ones you are just now learning to respect. By feeling all of those energies in your body and bringing them all with you as you step back through the light, back through the door, still feeling all of those different aspects as you are back in this space and time, in this life, with all of the different components of your life situation, with your relationships, your job, your fun, your family, and sensing each one of these archetypes inside you. And then speaking out loud to this space, feeling all of these energies. What I'm now realizing is and how it feels to have the powers of all of these different facets of me within me is and allowing those relationships to continue with each one and in combination. To allow those interactions to grow and mature. More and more complex combinations of all of them working together. And then your body will let you know that all this work that you've done is anchored all the way down into cellular memory, even down into your DNA. Available in your unconscious and conscious mind. And it lets you know that this is done by bringing full feeling back into your arms, your legs, your fingers and toes, normal awareness back into your mind, your body, your brain. And as it's complete, you'll open your eyes.